More news on the Getaway's possible return has popped up, and this is a very good indicator that has given me more hope. But of course, we must remain cautious with whatever pops up. I think you guys will find this one very interesting. Cue the intro, and let's dive right into this. Hello everybody, Jaybills here, back again, bringing you another video on the Getaway. I know content has been slow, but it will pick up. The Spyro 2 review is progressing nicely at the very least. Forgive me as my work schedule has been packed to the brim with hours, lack of sleep, and a whole lot of frustration. I'm not chasing the bread anymore, the bread is chasing me. Anyways, let's talk about the recent news that popped up for the Getaway. So an article has recently made its rounds talking about how the fine folks at Sony trademarked the SOHO engine. And I feel like I'm the only one here that jumped up with fire in my eyes finding that out and jumping on the mic with this video. The reason why this is a big deal is because the original dev team that gave us the two Getaway games were actually named Team SOHO. They have been gone for a while. I'm not sure if the team is being rebuilt here, but the fact is, this is referring to the original dev team behind both of the Getaway titles. Now I know some of you might be wondering what could this mean, or that I'm probably reading deep into this like I am with everything else, but this could just be the same old engine as the originals, you think. But the kicker here is, this seems to be a completely different engine from what the originals were on, obviously not just the difference in name. The original two Getaways are apparently developed on the Connecticut engine. It was the same engine as the Jack games, God of War 1 and 2, Ratchet and Clank, Sly 1, all those amazing games, and that engine, by doing some research, was shelved in 2007. This new trademark for this engine not only refers to the original development team of the original games, but can also be a completely different engine made for the Getaway. If you look at some of the key nice classes this trademark covers, like the number 9, that this means it covers video game software, console software, computer software, virtual reality, everything. This can range from absolutely anything, including VR. That may scare some of you, but let's be real, they know VR wouldn't be the way to go to bring this franchise back. Hell, the fact it covers video game software, console, VR, everything is a good thing. We can't completely rule out VR being a possibility, sure, but I personally think it may be a thing where the game can be VR compatible, but playable on consoles. Much like how PS3 titles like Infamous 2 were full console titles, but were also compatible with stuff like the PlayStation Move. I mean, personally, I wouldn't worry about whatever this is being a 100% VR only title, because this is a classic franchise, possibly being brought back on modern consoles. Whether it's a remake, sequel, reboot, you'd want this to succeed all the way and make it accessible completely to the PlayStation owners and reintroduce it and give it a better chance to succeed while bringing in classic fans and new fans into the mix. This can also be very good. Who knows if in 2 years Rockstar's actually going to release GTA 6. If anything, they're going to be giving you another GTA 5 port. While the big names are out of there, this is a perfect time for the Getaway to make its full return on the PlayStation 5 as a reboot, sequel, or remake. I think the important thing to keep in mind is how the engine name refers to the original development team of the original games, and important to keep in mind what this trademark covers. Of course, hype with caution because you never know what this can be, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Yes, you can't rule out the possibility of it being a VR title, but the fact is, this can go either way and is a 50-50 shot of what this project can be. The important takeaway is the fact this adds on to the hopeful return of the Getaway. Again, I know some of you might be kind of scared about the fact that this could possibly be a VR title. I'm taking the L on the fact that I said it won't be, but the fact is it's 50-50. None of us know what it is. And it's just great to have a shot like this for this franchise to finally come back. Overall though, I think this is a pretty big indicator that something may be going on. Combine this with the stuff we posted on the Return to London Twitter page. An important thing to notice is they were hiring for a AAA PS4 title in Unreal Engine 4 back in early 2019. That without a doubt changed because they more than likely had word about the PS5 making its appearance soon, and the pandemic has made it all so much more difficult to get things rolling. So I can bet you any money they had to shift things for the PS5, especially now with this new trademarked engine. And on top of that, the Getaway once again turns 20 in 2 years. It turns 18 this December, so that also supports the fact once again that something could be going on. And for the millionth time, the trademark here is a pretty good indicator and does reference something to the Getaway. The Getaway was a giant game back in the day that needed a long time to develop, and that still applies today if they're remaking it. Technology is way more advanced, of course, and it'll be way easier than back in the early 2000s, but they would still need a lot of time to make this game. They could have been having this on the table for years, since the 15th anniversary celebration even. That's what I suspect anyway, and what better time to announce it and reveal it all than near its 20th anniversary. Let's also remember that a former Sony London dev heard last year that something was in the works related to the Getaway, the same year the job listing came up. So maybe I'm either losing my mind, it's probably it, or things are getting put together and something is actually in the works that can be revealed in the next couple of years. Who knows, but as always, take this with a grain of salt, hype with caution, because we don't know what to expect. But best believe I'm going to keep you all updated on this. This channel is the place to be for the Getaway, so I highly recommend you subscribe, not only for all the other content I'm releasing on here with reviews and other discussion videos, but once again, to stay up with the Getaway. And of course, don't forget to follow the Twitter page Return to London to stay up to date on everything with the Getaway. Link in the description to that and my personal Twitter as well. With that being said, what do you guys think of this? Do you think the Getaway is on the verge of a comeback? Do you think this is a VR title? Let me know in the comments below what you think, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next upload. Once again, we're currently working on a Spyro the Dragon review series, and it's progressing very well so far. The first one has been up for a few months. Forgive me for the lack of consistency, life's a bitch. And the second one will be up in the next week or two. Keep an eye out for that. Jaybills signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.